Hello everyone, and thank you for taking the time to listen to my screencast in regards to today's assignment. So today we have an interim assignment. It's like a little quiz here going over what you learned this week with counter arguments and rebuttals. Okay, so as a review, counter argument is the opposite of a claim in your argument, and the rebuttal is when you have a comeback and squash it, which in turn makes your reader be persuaded back to your claim. Okay, so it's kind of like going back and forth. You start with your claim, you give lots of evidence for your claim, you acknowledge that there is another side to the argument, you state what it is, and then you have a comeback to bring them back to your side. That's the rebuttal, the comeback, okay? The statement that disproves the counter argument. Okay, so here's what we've got today. Today we are reading about a different argument, not TikTok today, but should we switch to a 4-day school week with longer days? So in other words, Monday through Thursday, but probably go to school till 4 or 5 instead of a 5-day week. So we have a letter written to, looks like maybe the superintendent, and this letter is from Dylan Fields, a student, and he believes, yes, we should switch to a 4-day school week. We'd have more time for fun stuff. Okay, so we have his letter with lots of evidence for the superintendent, trying to persuade her to go ahead and have a shorter school week, 4 days. Then we have a letter to Mrs. Michaels again, to the superintendent, and this time it's from Bethany, another student, and Bethany believes, no, the school day would be way too long, can't deal with that, we need to stick to our 5-day school week. So she has all these pieces of relevant and so sufficient evidence, relevant evidence, and she has probably a counter argument in here as well and a rebuttal at the end. Okay, so you're going to be reading these two letters, and then what I did for you is I made a table here of facts from each side. So the claim, Dylan's, which was yes, we should have a 4-day school week. These are some facts from his side, okay, summarized facts. And then on this side of the table, sort of the opposite, or what you would think of as the counter arguments for Dylan, because this is the no side, Bethany's side. And we have like evidence for the yes side and what the counter argument would be for Dylan. Again, another piece of evidence on the yes side and what a counter argument would be from the no side. Okay, another piece of evidence on the yes side and its counter, and another piece and its counter. So you're going to be able to use this table to help you do the part you're going to be scored on today, okay, which is writing a rebuttal after a counter argument, okay, and you're going to use this table up here to help you. So you're going to pick one side to be the side that you believe to be true, the yes side, okay, Dylan's side, or you're going to pick the no side. You're going to write that claim where it says claim. Here's my example, so I'm going to go over this. So I chose, yes, we should have a 4-day school week, Dylan's side. Okay. Then I went back up to the table to find a piece of evidence I wanted to use. So here's Dylan's side, and I need to find first a counter argument because I have to recognize something over here. So I picked this one right here. I decided to use that as the counter argument. Okay. It's on the other side of the argument, and I'm going to acknowledge it. That's my counter argument. And then I'm going to do a comeback with this right here to make the reader come back to Dylan's side, the central claim of Dylan's argument, because that's the claim I'm going with. Yes, we should have a 4-day school week. Okay, so this is how I did it. Here's my counter argument. I see your point in that some people think longer weekends would interrupt learning. And then I'm coming back to make people be persuaded with my claim, which is yes, we should have a 4-day school week. However, I believe these longer weekends would allow for more family time, something we all need more of. So I twisted what the counter is. I see your point in that some people think longer weekends would interrupt learning. However, those longer weekends would be good. And I said my reason why it would be good. It would give more family time. Okay, so I took one of the counter arguments again to decide this was my claim. I wanted to go with this. And so I took a counter argument, used that, and then I did the rebuttal to make people come back. And I used transition phrases in front of each to make it flow and sound right together as a counter argument. In the green is the counter argument, followed by the rebuttal. Okay, the type of rebuttal. What did I use? You can come down to the table and look at my 4 types here. Was it a fact followed by the rebuttal being a fact? Was it some fact and then I just twisted the fact back? Or was it a statistic? That's when you're looking at numbers. 99.99%. Hand sanitizers kill 99.99% of germs, which is the statistic, and then coming back, smashing it. Okay, or was it attacking credibility? Well, no, I did not do this. I did not do this. I took a fact and I twisted it back to make a rebuttal. So I see your point in that some people think longer weekends would interrupt learning. However, I believe these longer weekends would allow for more family time. So I twisted that fact about the weekends being interrupted to making it a good point instead of a bad point, basically. So it's an agree, then twist. This box right here is what you're doing. So you're going to do an example now, just like I did above. Okay? Decide what claim, like I did. Look at the table and go on the other side of your column. Like if you choose yes, go on the no side and find what you want to do for your counter argument, and then come back with the rebuttal. Okay, so give it a try. I'm really glad you guys listened to this screencast to help you understand what to do on this interim assignment for rebuttals. Thank you for listening.